I summered in Alaska though 1 year.
Did you really?
Did.
My goodness. Whereabouts?
Juneau. So I went.
You know what that begs,
Wow.
Whitney. Hey, Dave, Juneau, the capital of Alaska?
Hey, so I've got some contacts there.
No, but Dave, that was kind of my joke. Juneau, the capital of Alaska?
Oh, well, it took me a minute. It's still early.
That's
I think he just didn't find it funny.
well, that's probably
Or I didn't
true,
find it.
too.
I didn't find it. That's more likely.
Well, welcome to the Greater Calling Vlog. My name is Will Crooks, and my co-host today is Whitney. This vlog is a fun and collaborative way to explore best practices to maximize the good percent of your business. It's that part of the business that makes the world better. And our guest today, we are fired up about Dave Kahle. You may be thinking to yourself, hey, I've heard of that guy. And you're probably right. He is a sales guru and has helped thousands of salespeople and companies in their bottom line. Dave's an international speaker and has authored 13 books. He also created a sales training experience called Immersion, and you can learn more about that system at thesalesresourcecenter.com. Welcome, Dave. What a privilege for you to come on the show today.
Oh, it's an honor for me. I'm thrilled to be here.
That's great. And so let's just start with you. You've been in the sales space, either selling or training for decades. What's the deep passion behind this for you?
You know, it was honestly the way I was made. You know, I just at a deep level had always an attraction for sales. You know, somebody would look at a product and think, somebody else might think, how do I make that? I think, how do I sell it? You know, it's just, I remember being interviewed for a job, and they sent me to the psychologist for a whole day's test. And in the report, the guy said, he has a singular intense attraction for persuasive activities. You know, so
there you have it. All right, that's the bullseye. Well, you constantly produce, you know, collateral and training, creating, innovating, being practical, informative, inspirational in all of your content. And recently, you kind of gave your attention to the idea of significant businesses.
Yes.
What's the big idea here?
Well, that if we reframe our idea about business and think of it as something above and beyond just a money-making entity, that opens up a whole world of possibilities for the impact of a business. There is an opportunity for businesses, I believe, not an opportunity to have an impact on not only the people that work for them, their customers, but to impact the greater community and the culture at large.
I think you wrote something, begin to see your business as a potential positive force influencing the culture in ways above and beyond just the bottom line. Just making money. That's
right. For example, you know, it's evidently in the culture these days, it's accepted to jump to conclusions on the basis of no evidence and go with the mob, you know, mob actions. And a business stands opposed to that. You know, you can't run a business that way. You have to make rational decisions. And so there is, in the culture of a business, there is this respect for rationality, for evidence-based decision making, which, you know, there's an opportunity to stand in opposition to what I see as a demeaning force in our culture.
Yeah, we certainly do that a lot, where we just jump to conclusions without much evidence, right?
Yeah.
I also think about your concept of relationships and how businesses really can foster relationships.
Yeah, so a business, just by the virtue of who it is, you know, it's an entity organized with people have to work together. They have to come to know each other. They have to have relationships. It's one thing to work with somebody, you know, 8 to 5, and it's another to trade recipes with an unknown person on Facebook. So the relationships within a business are deeper and more real than the social media relationships, and so you have this weight of reality that exists within the culture of a business and the practices of a business that in a lot of ways stands in opposition to some of the some of the negative forces in our culture.
And this idea of manifesto was interesting in your latest article.
Yeah. So manifesto is a declaration. It's a declaration of those things that you hold dear and will not commit or will not violate. So we've had for years, we've had a salesperson's manifesto, actually a Christian salesperson's manifesto. And now we have this significant business manifesto, which is if you accept the idea that a business can be more, then commit to this. This gives you something tangible. It's a tangible thing. You can commit to these practices and principles, and then once you commit, this is the thing. Once you say it, then and you say it with detail and with in writing somewhere. You make a stand, say this is who we are. Then the burden is to become who you say you are. First step is to say it.
That's it. That's great. And so maybe that kind of leads into this final question of, what's the one golden nugget that you would want to leave our audience with today about utilizing, that good percent in today's business world? Yeah,
one word, MORE, more. I've got a whole body of content around the concept of the more mindset, that there is more. There is more in the business than just a money-making entity. You have a group of assets, you have people, you have things about the business that can be applied for more, not just making money. Nothing wrong with making money. Profit's necessary, but it can be more than that. And what we need to do is just change our paradigm a little bit and say, can my business be more? Or how can my business be more? And that's more fulfilling, more influential, more excellent, more in every which way. It's not about greed. It's about a human potential. Becoming who the business can be, and it can be more. So just how can I make this business more? More is the key.
I love that. Thank you so much, Dave, for your insights today. And thank you all for watching. I'm Will. That's Whitney. And thank you, Dave, encouraging you to make the most of your good percent.